Out the Box TV, your man RoJay.
Your boy DJ PrimeTime256. Don't forget the 256.
Look, it's Juneteenth, man.
It's Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, and what better way than to like just celebrate the culture just a little bit.
With the game of baseball.
With the game of baseball. You know, we do a little something here and there. Something special coming up. We ain't gonna tell them yet.
Okay.
Something special coming up, so they got to stay tuned.
And let me tell
to see
you,
that.
I happen to know a guy that knows a guy that does a couple things.
That's it? That's it.
Hey, it is what it is. Hey, stay tuned. Out the Box TV starts right now.
Did you miss me? It's your boy RoJay. Thank you. Sounds so good, don't it, people? DJ PrimeTime256. DJ PrimeTime256. Let's get it. Let go.
Out the Box TV, I get an opportunity to interview stars, future stars, people that's been in the game for a while. Stars like I found out today. Let me without further ado, because I can go on all day about this man's accolades. Welcome to Out the Box TV. Not for the first time or the last time. Your boy RoJay.
What's going on there? PrimeTime 256. I did not forget the 256.
You didn't forget the 256. Man, RJ, we got this opportunity going on, and I interview legends upon legends upon legends.
Yeah, I heard.
And you just so happen to be one of those legends. I used to look up to you, but now I get to see you on the big field.
Yes.
On the diamond.
Yes.
Not the diamond because we ain't rich yet, but the baseball diamond.
Yes.
What you gonna be doing for us today, RJ?
All right, they've selected me as one to throw the first pitch out of the game.
Out of all the Negroes in the state of Alabama. They got my boy. I'm just saying, hey, that's big. That's big. My bad. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Whole food, yes. Trash Pandas are taking on Tennessee tonight. So it's a special event. We're honoring the Negro League. And, just out here for the culture. We're doing it big for Juneteenth.
Now, the selection process for this was deep. And it was hard. They just don't put anybody. Because if anybody knows anything about MLB, the Trash Pandas, Alabama, the Birmingham Barons, anything about this, it's a hard selection process. So when they did it, they asked for a star. Rocket City. They asked for stars among stars, and among all them stars out here in the bill, they selected my boy RoJay. RoJay, how do you feel about that?
It's a big.
He feels awesome about that. Let me tell you, Out the Box TV is legends upon legends upon legends. We out of here. Look at this. He been working. Just MLB, about to get drafted. How you feel about to get drafted?
But that's a lot.
Drafted.
I don't have time for my schedule to be doing nothing
RJ,
extra.
when you get drafted, what's the first thing you're gonna do with your check?
I'll pay my credit card down.
Hey,
I'll play.
we're having to buy Mama a house. See, if I had RJ's check, I buy Mama a house. Mama, I get you a house. RJ gonna pay off bills. I got you, Mama. I can see. Come on. You know what?
Okay, fine. I'm sorry.
After Box TV.
Yes, get a house.
RJ Shuffler, I'm gonna get Mama. I'm gonna work, Mama. I can't play baseball, and they had me in the stands, Mama. I can't pitch, but I'm a worker, Mama. We're gonna make it happen. After Box TV, let's get it. I'm working, Mama.
All right, so we out here, Trash Pandas, going up against Tennessee, Toyota Field. Your boy selected to throw the first pitch. No, I'm not nervous. I ain't played baseball since T-ball, but we're gonna see how this goes for real. So, yeah, I want to hear y'all cheering from the sidelines. Let's get this.
I'm Frank Adams. I serve as the director of the Negro Southern League Museum here in Birmingham, Alabama. We were opened in 2015, and we look at baseball through the eyes of Birmingham and the impact that Birmingham's Industrial League had specifically on the Negro Leagues and the game of baseball as a national pastime. So the museum represents a partnership between the City of Birmingham and the Center for Negro League Baseball Research. That's the research arm of our organization. And Dr. Leighton Ravel is the gentleman who owns the exhibit, and he has a significant collection of not only memorabilia for Birmingham, but for the Negro Leagues around the country. And so he's a very, very important supporter of our museum and is someone who really drives the mission as well to make sure that we tell the story of Black baseball across America, specifically in Birmingham. Birmingham has a unique history in the development of the Negro Leagues. Also, we have Rickwood Field, which is the oldest field in continuous operation here in Birmingham. It's older than Fenway Park, it's older than Wrigley Field, and it was also the home of both the Barons as well as the Black Barons. There are a number of Negro League players that have made Birmingham home, and Birmingham has the highest concentration of players compared to any other area in the country. So Birmingham was a perfect fit for this type of museum. We have a proud history of baseball in Birmingham, and Birmingham was home to so many great players over the years. I believe our Satchel Paige hologram is probably the most influential and the most sought after feature in our museum because it takes people back in time. Although it's not actually Satchel Paige, it represents him and his mechanics and how he threw the ball. And so a lot of people like to pretend like they're hitting Satchel Paige when they visit. And sometimes they strike out and sometimes they get a hit. So for those players, both homegrown and players who came to Birmingham to play baseball, their presence was felt not only here in Birmingham, but nationally. These are individuals who helped push the game forward and who modernized the game in a lot of ways. They were great players, but they were also activists. They were folks who talked about their community. They were folks who lived in the community and worked in the community. So they were very, very important to not only developing baseball to the sport that we've all grown to love, but also very important in strengthening communities and being individuals that young people and people who lived in the communities could admire and really respect. So they were important in the development of the communities in which those teams operated. I saw my first baseball game at Rickwood Field when I was 8 years old. I rode my bike from my home in Bush Hills to Rickwood Field, and I fell in love with the game at that point. I loved the smell of the grass. I loved to hear the crack of the bat. I loved to get the popcorn and smell the peanuts. Everything that makes baseball something fun to do for several hours. And over the years, I became more and more of a baseball fan. My son is a baseball player now. And it's a game that I've grown to love over the years. And being here at the museum and serving as a director is really, really something that I cherish professionally, because every day I get to be here with some of the greats, some of the wonderful individuals who push the game forward, but also challenge some of the stereotypes that existed during their playing days. And said that no matter what those barriers are, no matter what those challenges are, you can still be great. All you have to do is apply yourself and have a love for what you do. And so it's an honor for me to be here every day. I can feel their presence. I know they're with us, and I know they're saying thank you for recognizing the job well done that they did over their lifetime. So with Juneteenth coming up and celebrating freedom, I think it's important to understand that this museum is a village center for the African American community. It's a place that celebrates and recognizes and really promotes the greatness that comes from our community. And many of the gentlemen who played in the Negro Leagues weren't far removed from the slave days. And they probably had family members, ancestors that were at one point slaves. And so to see how they've come full circle, to see how their lives and the challenges they faced made it easier for folks like Bo Jackson and others to play the game and not only be great athletes, but great spokespersons for their community, shows the connectivity that we have as a people and as a community, that those challenges don't define who we are. Not being that far removed from slavery and having these gentlemen challenge, and women challenge, slavery and the thoughts and the concepts and the biases that slavery produced is something very important, and you can see that in the museum. Once you come to the museum, you'll understand it was built for us, and it was built with us in mind, that African Americans have a place at the table, not only in baseball, but in all sectors. That we celebrate baseball and we look at it through the lens of Birmingham, but we also celebrate greatness. And these men lived very, very challenging lives during a very challenging time, but they found a way to be successful. And that's important for us to remember, that we come from greatness, that greatness is inherent in us. It's not something that has to be created, it's in us. And if you find something that you do and you're passionate about it and you love it and you're willing to dedicate your life to it, then you too could end up in a place like the Negro Southern League Museum.
Thank you for
You're out of there. Hey, look, I told you. Y'all didn't believe. You didn't believe. You know what I'm about to say.
really
But God
pushed
did.
me out
Hey,
way.
tell me it wasn't a good episode, though. Tell me you didn't see my boy out there, yachted in out there. Hey, they might take him to the majors. You know what I'm saying? Hey, they look for more black folks out there. They might.
Oh my God. Listen, be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow us on social media. Check us out online, outtheboxtv.com.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Like, follow, share, and then go do it again. 256 to the world. Out the Box TV.
There's nothing for me to say or do. He got it.